Hey everyone, it's Sarah here. I want to ask about 5 minutes of your time to tell you about a kickoff event for an initiative I'm very, very proud to be a part of, and which I believe could become a force multiplier for change. Starting with the context, another week of the Trump regime is now behind us, with more kidnappings, more deaths, more impunity, more violence, more violations of the law. They just can't seem to find their own bottom. They have weaponized immigration to drive democracy into crisis. They have harnessed the Department of Homeland Security agencies to carry out an ethnic cleansing campaign that history will not soon forget or forgive. They have transformed ICE and the Border Patrol, HSI and ICE Aero, and even potentially your local police force into their own paramilitary armies that are, to Trump and co., what the brown shirts were to Hitler. They have unleashed a Gestapo, a rebranded KKK, acting as a domestic terror organization paid for with our money to kidnap and enslave in their expanding Gulag our neighbors, family members, colleagues, and friends. 90% of the infrastructure of their concentration camps and transportation networks is owned and operated by serial dehumanizers who are making bank off human misery and the denial of basic human rights. With their complicity, the Trump regime is driving us toward a new kind of Holocaust. And like IBM, which became rich off Hitler's Holocaust, today's prison profiteers are doing much the same. But people are standing up and pushing back. And tomorrow, the Coalition for Values-Based Investment will be going live to offer yet one more tool of resistance: divestment. Specifically, divesting your holdings in the two largest publicly traded contributors to the U.S. immigrant Gulag, Geo Group and CoreCivic. Because what most of us don't know is that these two companies are hiding out in our pension plans and retirement portfolios through fund managers that were not chosen by us. But we can say no to this. We can withdraw our financial support. We can make these companies feel it where it hurts them most, in the corporate purse. And we can condemn their revenue model and damage their reputations in the process. If you found out that you were inadvertently invested in a lawless system of cruelty and oppression that you find detestable, what would you do? You would divest, then reinvest in alignment with your values and advocate for others to do the same. I mean, ultimately, the end goal is that we must work to do away with the ICE Gestapo and the Gulag altogether. That's the only way to stop Trump and co.'s coming genocide against the stateless. Divestment is a means to that end, a tool to jam the gears of the machinery of misery and to keep them from turning until these dark days are finally behind us. It begins with awareness by simply asking what our money supports, who profits from our investments, who is making the decisions for us, and who is impacted by those decisions. Divestment follows, but it is only the start. It is what we do against. Now, what do we do for? We use our awareness to reinvest our money in ways that align with our values. And then we advocate and educate others to do the same. So with each of us acting like a billion tiny grains of sand, doing our individual small part, we become powerful. It's the power of collective action. And the power of collective action is to force social change for good. So, how do we do this? That is the question the Coalition for Values Based Investment will answer tomorrow, Sunday, August 23rd, during our virtual launch workshop. It's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we hope you'll join us. I am so proud of being a part of this effort because divestment works. It brought down apartheid in South Africa. I'm old enough to remember. I was old enough to be on the front lines then, and we can do it now. We can bring the ICE Gulag down too. Now, divestment might not end a company like Geo Group or CoreCivic, but it can weaken them. It can cause reputational damage as it raises awareness among the public about their complicity in an evil system that compromises all our values, whether as members of a democracy or as communities of faith, values and morals and ethics and beliefs that instruct us that the cruelty of family separation, of incarceration without due process, another form of enslavement, of denial of food and water and medical care, of repressive and punitive actions from the abuse of solitary confinement to torture with electric shock gloves or with full body restraints like the rap, to expelling people in shackles and chains to places they never ever knew. All of this cruelty is not okay. Yet, this is what is happening in the United States of America right now, under the Trump regime, with our money and in our name. Serial dehumanizers like Geo Group and CoreCivic are profiting from this cruelty, and the cruelty is not okay. So I invite you to join us tomorrow, Sunday, August 23rd, to learn who is hiding in your portfolio, how to divest of these holdings, and how to become a force multiplier to help us build a nationwide campaign that starts with Geo Group and CoreCivic today, then turns on other profiteers tomorrow. We're living through a pivotal historic moment, and people are looking for something to do. This is one of those things. Divestment can work. It will just take a whole lot of us. It'll take all of us. So join us on Sunday to find out how. You'll find the invitation and registration link right here on my Substack, Tales of Humanity. Just click the post that's pinned to the top of my website. And on behalf of the Coalition for Values-Based Investment, I hope to see you there on Sunday. If you can't make it, no biggie. Stay tuned to this space. We will have the recording and other resources for you by the end of the week. In the meantime, stay strong, everybody. Know your allies and keep them close. The only way through this is together. In solidarity, hope to see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.